Hello there. Welcome back to this safe space. Tonight, we're doing something truly special. Something that might just change everything for you. Tonight, we're going to talk about letting go. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the weight you've been carrying. Letting go of all those heavy stones that have been sitting on your chest. You know the ones. The regrets. The mistakes. The things you wish you could change. The things others did that still hurt when you think about them. Tonight, we're going to lift those stones one by one and set them down gently, permanently, so you can finally breathe freely, so you can finally sleep peacefully, so you can finally love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. This isn't going to be easy, but it's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to be right here with you every step of the way. So, take a deep breath, settle into your bed, and let's begin this journey of release, of forgiveness, of freedom. Together, let's start with a truth that might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's also incredibly freeing. The past cannot be changed. I know you know this already, intellectually. But do you really, truly, deeply know it? Because sometimes we spend so much energy replaying the past in our minds, imagining how things could have gone differently, wishing we had said this or done that, as if somehow, by thinking about it enough, we could change it. But we can't. What happened, happened. It's done. It's over. It's in the past. And no amount of thinking about it, worrying about it, regretting it, will change a single moment of what was. This might sound harsh, but actually, it's the most liberating thing you could ever accept. Because as long as you believe, even subconsciously, that you should have or could have done something different, you're trapped. Trapped in the past. Trapped in regret. Trapped in a prison of your own making. But the moment you truly accept that the past is unchangeable, you're free. Free to focus on now. Free to create your future. Free to let go. So let's do that right now. Think about something from your past. Something you've been holding on to. Something you wish had been different. And now, say this with me in your mind. The past cannot be changed. What happened, happened. And I accept that. Feel those words. Really feel them. Not with resignation, not with bitterness, but with acceptance, with peace. Because acceptance isn't giving up. Acceptance is acknowledging reality. And reality is, the past is done. It exists now only in memory. And you get to choose how much power you give those memories. You can let them control you, keep you stuck, keep you small, keep you suffering. Or you can accept them, learn from them, and let them go. The past shaped you, yes, but it doesn't have to define you. You are not your past mistakes. You are not what was done to you. You are not the sum of your regrets. You are who you choose to be right now, in this moment. And right now, you're choosing to accept that the past is behind you, that it cannot be changed, that it's time to let it go. This acceptance, this recognition, it's the first step toward freedom, toward peace, toward forgiveness, toward love. So breathe it in, this acceptance. The past cannot be changed, and that's okay. More than okay. It's perfect. Because it means you're no longer bound to what was. You're free to create what will be, starting right now, in this moment, with this breath, this acceptance, this letting go. The past is behind you, and you are here now, free. Now, let's talk about the stories. The stories we tell ourselves about the past. You know what I mean. The narratives, the explanations, the meanings we've attached to things that happened years ago, maybe even decades ago. Stories like, I'm not good enough because of what happened, or I can't trust people because I was hurt, or I don't deserve happiness because of what I did. These stories, they're not serving you. Maybe they never did. Maybe they were just ways to make sense of pain, ways to protect yourself from more hurt. But here's the thing. These old stories, they're keeping you stuck. They're like heavy chains wrapped around your heart, holding you back from the life you're meant to live. And tonight, right now, you're choosing to release them. Not all at once, necessarily, but one by one, story by story. You're choosing to let go of the narratives that no longer serve you. Think about it. That story you've been telling about why you can't be happy or successful or loved. Is it really true? Or is it just a story? A story you've repeated so many times that it started to feel like truth. But what if you could write a new story? What if you could choose a different narrative? One where you're not the victim, but the hero of your own journey. One where the past isn't a prison, but a teacher that made you stronger, wiser, more compassionate. You have that power. The power to rewrite your story. Not by changing what happened, but by changing what it means. That relationship that ended, instead of proof that you're unlovable, what if it was a necessary step that freed you to find real love? That mistake you made at work or in life, instead of evidence that you're a failure, what if it was a valuable lesson that taught you what you needed to know? That painful childhood, that difficult past, instead of a reason you can't be happy now, what if it was the forge that made you the resilient, beautiful person you are today? This isn't about denying your pain. This isn't about pretending it didn't hurt. This is about choosing to no longer let that pain define you. This is about releasing the old stories that keep you small, stuck, suffering, and choosing new stories, stories of strength, stories of growth, stories of resilience. So right now, think about one story, one old narrative that you're ready to release. Maybe it's, I'm not good enough. Maybe it's, people always leave me. Maybe it's, I don't deserve good things. Whatever it is, acknowledge it. Thank it for trying to protect you. And then, gently, lovingly, let it go. Imagine it as a piece of paper with that old story written on it. And now, imagine folding it up, placing it in a boat, and watching that boat float away down a river, getting smaller and smaller until it disappears completely. That old story is gone now, released, let go, no longer yours. And in its place, there's space, beautiful, open, fresh space for a new story, a better story, a truer story, one where you're worthy, capable, deserving of all good things. This is your choice, your power, your freedom to release the old stories and choose new ones. Starting tonight, starting now. You are not your old stories. You are the author of your new chapter, and it begins right now. Regret. It's such a heavy thing, isn't it? Like carrying a backpack full of stones. Every regret, another stone, getting heavier and heavier until you can barely stand up straight, until you forget what it feels like to walk freely. Tonight, we're going to set down that backpack. We're going to remove those stones one by one and leave them behind forever. Because here's what I need you to understand. Regret serves absolutely no purpose. None. It doesn't change the past. It doesn't improve the future. It just keeps you stuck in a moment that's already gone. Think about it. What does regret actually do for you? Does it make you a better person? No. It just makes you feel bad. Does it fix what happened? No. It just keeps you reliving it. Does it help anyone? No. It just drains your energy. So why? Why do we hold on to it so tightly? Because we think we deserve to suffer. Because we think if we punish ourselves enough, with regret, with guilt, with shame, somehow we'll make up for it. But that's not how it works. You can't undo the past by torturing yourself in the present. You can't make things better by making yourself miserable. All you can do is learn, grow, and move forward. So let's talk about your regrets. What are you regretting? What are the stones in your backpack? Maybe you regret something you said, words that hurt someone, words you wish you could take back. Maybe you regret something you did, a choice that led to pain for yourself or others. Maybe you regret something you didn't do, an opportunity missed, words left unsaid, love not expressed. Whatever it is, I want you to know you did the best you could at that moment with what you knew, with who you were. You made the choice that made sense to you then. Maybe it wasn't the best choice. Maybe you see that now, with hindsight, with wisdom, with growth. But back then, you did your best, and that has to be enough. Because you can't go back. You can't be who you are now back then. You can only be who you were, and who you were did their best. So it's time to forgive yourself. Time to say, I did my best with what I knew, and now I know better, and I'll do better. But I release the regret, the guilt, the shame. I release the need to keep punishing myself, because it serves no one, especially not me. Take a deep breath, and with that exhale, imagine taking off that backpack full of stones, full of regrets. Feel how heavy it is as you lift it off your shoulders. Feel the weight in your hands. And now, set it down on the ground beside your bed. Just set it down. Walk away from it. Leave it there. You don't need to carry it anymore. Those regrets, those stones, they're not yours to carry anymore. You've learned what you needed to learn. You've grown from those experiences, and now it's time to let them go. Feel it, that lightness in your shoulders, in your chest, in your heart, like someone just lifted 1,000 pounds off of you. Because they did. You did. By choosing to set down the weight of regret, you're free now, lighter now, ready to move forward without that burden. The past happened. You learned from it, and now you're letting it go. No more regret. No more carrying what's already done. Just peace. Just freedom. Just now. Here's something powerful that I want you to practice every single day for the rest of your life. At the end of each day, when you lie down in your bed, you get to decide what comes with you into tomorrow and what stays behind. Today had its moments. Maybe some were beautiful. Maybe some were difficult. Maybe you had victories. Maybe you had struggles. Maybe you were your best self. Maybe you fell short. But here's what matters. Today ends here. Tonight, in this bed, in this moment. Today is done, complete, finished, and you don't have to carry it into tomorrow. This is one of the most powerful habits you can develop. The habit of ending each day, of consciously closing that chapter before you open the next one. Because what happens when we don't do this? We carry yesterday's problems into today, and today's problems into tomorrow. And before we know it, we're carrying a week's worth, a month's worth, a year's worth of unresolved, unprocessed, unlet go of stuff. and it gets so heavy that we can barely function. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can choose every single night to end the day right here, to review it, learn from it, and then let it go. So let's do that right now. Think about today, your today. What happened? What went well? Take a moment to appreciate that. What was challenging? Take a moment to acknowledge that. What did you learn? Take a moment to recognize that. And now, having reviewed it, having extracted the lessons, the growth, the wisdom, it's time to let it go. Imagine that today is like a book that you've been reading, and now you've reached the last page. You've read the whole story, and now you're closing the book gently, respectfully, placing it on the shelf where it belongs. It was a good book, or maybe it was a hard book, but either way, it's done now, and you don't need to keep reading it. You don't need to flip back to earlier chapters, wondering what if, wishing things were different. The book is done. The day is done. And tomorrow is a brand new book with blank pages waiting to be written. But you can't write tomorrow's story if you're still holding yesterday's book. So put it down. Whatever happened today, however it went, whether you're proud of it or wish it had gone differently, it ends here. You don't carry today's argument into tomorrow. You don't carry today's stress into tomorrow. You don't carry today's mistakes into tomorrow. You process them. You learn from them. You grow from them. And then you let them go, so that tomorrow can be fresh, can be new, can be different. This is how you stop accumulating emotional baggage. This is how you travel light through life, by ending each day where it belongs, in the past, and starting each new day with a clean slate. So right now, say goodbye to today. Thank it for the lessons, for the experiences, for the growth, and then release it. Let it go. Let it end. Today is done, and you are ready for tomorrow's fresh start. But first, you're ready for tonight's deep rest. Free from today, free from yesterday, free from the past. Just here, just now, just peace. Today ends here, and so does all its weight. Your breath is more powerful than you know. It's not just bringing oxygen into your body. It's also a tool for releasing what you no longer need. And tonight, we're going to use your breath to release heavy memories. Those memories that weigh on you, that sit like stones in your chest, making it hard to breathe freely, to feel light, to be at peace. But here's the beautiful thing: you can breathe them out. Literally, breathe them out. Because memories are not solid things. They're just thoughts, feelings, energy. And energy can be released through your breath. So let's do this together, right now. Think about one heavy memory, something from your past that still weighs on you. Maybe it's something that was done to you, something that hurt you, betrayed you, disappointed you. Or maybe it's something you did, something you're not proud of, something that still makes you cringe when you think about it. Whatever it is, bring it to mind. Not to dwell on it, not to suffer over it, but to release it. Now, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, acknowledge this memory. Say to it, I see you. I remember you. You were part of my story. Hold your breath just for a moment, and in that moment, make a decision. But you don't have to be part of my story anymore. And now, breathe out long, slow, complete. And as you exhale, imagine that memory leaving your body as dark smoke, as gray mist, as heavy fog, flowing out of your mouth, of your nose, leaving your lungs, leaving your chest, leaving your body completely. Watch it as it leaves. See it dissipating in the air, getting lighter, getting thinner, until it's gone, completely gone. That memory is no longer inside you. You've breathed it out, released it, let it go. And now, let's do it again with another memory, another heavy feeling, another weight. Breathe in, acknowledge it, hold, decide to release it. Breathe out, watch it leave again. Breathe in, this time breathing in lightness, peace, freedom. Hold. Breathe out any remaining heaviness, any lingering pain, any stored hurt. One more time. Breathe in, fresh air, fresh start, fresh peace. Hold, feeling it fill you. Breathe out, everything old, everything heavy, everything that doesn't serve you. Beautiful. Can you feel the difference? Your chest feels lighter, doesn't it? Your breathing feels easier, more natural, more free. That's because you've just released memories, feelings, energy that you've been carrying for too long. And here's what's amazing. You can do this anytime, whenever a heavy memory comes up. You don't have to push it away. You don't have to suppress it. You can simply acknowledge it and breathe it out. Your breath is your tool for release. Your breath is your pathway to freedom. Every exhale is an opportunity to let go, to release, to lighten your load. So keep breathing just like this, naturally, easily. And with each exhale, know that you're releasing a little more of what you've been carrying, until eventually there's nothing left to carry. Only lightness, only peace, only now. Breathe out the heavy memories. Breathe in the peaceful present. You are free. Now we come to perhaps the most important part of tonight's journey: self-forgiveness. These might be the most important words you'll hear tonight, so listen carefully. I forgive myself. Say it with me, in your heart. I forgive myself for everything, every mistake, every failure, every time I fell short. I forgive myself. Do you know how powerful those words are? Do you know how much freedom lies in that simple phrase? I forgive myself. Not I should forgive myself. Not maybe I can forgive myself. But I forgive myself. Present tense, decided, done. Because here's the truth. You've been carrying so much guilt, so much shame, so much self-judgment for things you did or didn't do. Maybe years ago, maybe decades ago. And all that time, you've been your own worst critic, your own harshest judge, your own cruelest punisher. You've said things to yourself that you would never say to anyone else. You've held yourself to impossible standards and then punished yourself when you couldn't meet them. But tonight, that ends. Tonight, you forgive yourself. Not because what you did was okay, not because you're pretending it didn't happen, but because you're human, and humans make mistakes. That's not a flaw. That's not a weakness. That's just being human. You did things you're not proud of. Welcome to the club. We all have. You made choices that hurt people, maybe even yourself. So have we all. You fell short of who you wanted to be. Every single person has done that. So why should you be the only one who doesn't get to be forgiven? Why should you be the only one who has to carry their mistakes forever? You shouldn't. You deserve forgiveness just as much as anyone else. Maybe more, because you've already punished yourself enough. So right now, let's make this official. Let's really, truly, deeply forgive ourselves. Think about what you need to forgive yourself for. Maybe it's something big, a major mistake, a serious hurt you caused. Or maybe it's a collection of small things. Times you were impatient, times you were selfish, times you weren't your best self. Whatever it is, bring it to mind. And now, place your hand on your heart. Feel it beating there, under your palm. That's you. That's your life. And it's precious. And it's worthy. And it deserves your forgiveness. Now say, out loud or in your mind, I forgive you. Say your own name.
I forgive you. You for everything you did or didn't do. You were doing the best you could with what you knew, with who you were at that time. And even though you made mistakes, you are still worthy of love, of peace, of happiness. I forgive you completely, totally. forever. Feel those words. Really feel them. Let them sink in past your mind, into your heart, into your soul. You are forgiven. Not by me, but by yourself. And that's the only forgiveness that truly matters. Because you could have forgiveness from every person on earth. But if you don't forgive yourself, you'll still be in prison, the prison of your own making. But tonight, you're setting yourself free through forgiveness, through compassion, through love for yourself. I forgive myself. Say it again and again until you believe it, until you feel it, until it's true. I forgive myself. You are forgiven. You are free. You are worthy of your own love. There's something I need you to hear, something that might be hard to accept, but it's true, and it's important. You did your best back then, in that moment, in that situation. You did the best you could. I know, looking back now, with everything you know, with who you've become, it might not look like your best. You might see a million things you could have done differently. But that's now, not then. Then, you were different. You knew less. You had less wisdom, less experience, less growth. And with what you had, with who you were, you did your best. This doesn't mean it was perfect. This doesn't mean it was enough. This doesn't mean no one got hurt. But it means you weren't holding back your best on purpose. You weren't trying to fail. You weren't intentionally choosing the wrong thing. You were doing what made sense to you at that time. With the information you had, with the emotions you felt, with the resources you possessed. You did your best. And I need you to really take that in. Because so much of your self-criticism comes from believing that you should have known better. But how could you have known what you didn't know yet? How could you have been who you hadn't become yet? It's impossible. You can't expect past you to have the wisdom of present you. That's not fair. That's not realistic. That's just torturing yourself for being human, for being on a journey, for learning as you go, which is what we all are. So let's release this expectation that you should have been perfect back then. You weren't perfect. You're still not perfect. None of us are. But you were trying, and you did your best. Think about that moment, that decision, that action that you've been beating yourself up about, and ask yourself, honestly, was I trying to do harm? Probably not. Was I doing what seemed right at the time? Probably yes. Was I using the best judgment I had access to then? Yes. Then you did your best. Maybe your best wasn't good enough. Maybe your best still caused pain, but it was still your best. And that has to count for something. Because if we don't accept that we did our best, we're basically saying, I should have been better
than I was capable of being, which is impossible and cruel. So let's be kind instead. Let's look back with compassion at that person you were, who was trying, who was doing their best, who made mistakes, yes, but who was human and trying and doing what they could with what they had. You did your best, and now you know better. So now you can do better, but you can't go back and change what you did. All you can do is forgive yourself for not being who you are now back then, and commit to doing better going forward with the wisdom you've gained. That's all any of us can do. Do our best, learn, grow, do better next time. You did your best then, and that's enough to earn your own forgiveness, your own compassion, your own love. You did your best, and you're still doing your best. And that is beautiful. Let's shift our perspective on mistakes, because I think we've been looking at them all wrong. We see mistakes as failures, as evidence that we're not good enough, as reasons to feel ashamed. But what if mistakes aren't failures at all? What if they're teachers? What if every mistake you've ever made was actually a lesson, disguised as a setback? Think about it. What have your mistakes taught you? That mistake in your relationship, did it teach you what you really need in a partner? What you won't accept? What you deserve? What real love looks like? That mistake at work, did it teach you your limits, your values, what you're willing to compromise on, and what you're not? That mistake with your health, your money, your time, did it teach you to prioritize differently, to value what matters, to not take things for granted? Every mistake has wisdom in it, if we're willing to look for it, if we're willing to ask, what can I learn from this, instead of, why am I so stupid? That's the difference between someone who grows and someone who stays stuck. It's not whether they make mistakes. We all do. It's what they do with those mistakes. Do they beat themselves up, or do they learn? Do they stay stuck in shame, or do they extract the lesson and move forward wiser? You have a choice about how you view your past mistakes. You can see them as proof that you're a failure, or you can see them as proof that you're learning. You can see them as reasons to give up, or you can see them as reasons you're better now than you were then. Every mistake you made you a little bit wiser, a little bit stronger, a little bit more. The person you are today, the person lying here, doing the work of healing, of forgiving, of growing, that person wouldn't exist without all those mistakes. So maybe, just maybe, those mistakes weren't mistakes at all. Maybe they were exactly what needed to happen for you to become who you're meant to be. This doesn't mean you're glad they happened. This doesn't mean you'd choose them again. But it means you can make peace with them. You can see them not as failures, but as teachers that gave you valuable lessons. Lessons about yourself, about others, about life. Lessons that make you more compassionate, more understanding, more human. So instead of regretting your mistakes, what if you thanked them? Thanked them for the wisdom they brought, for the growth they caused, for the person they helped you become. Thank you, mistake, for teaching me what I needed to learn. I don't need to keep reliving you to keep that lesson. The lesson is learned, the growth is done, and now I can let you go. This is how you transform your relationship with your past, not by pretending it was all perfect, but by recognizing that even the imperfect parts served a purpose, taught you something, made you who you are. And who you are is pretty amazing, because you're someone who learns, who grows, who transforms mistakes into wisdom. That's not a failure. That's success. That's evolution. That's being human in the most beautiful way. Your mistakes don't define you. What you learned from them does. And you've learned so much. So be proud, not of the mistakes themselves, but of what you did with them. You turned them into teachers, and that makes you a student of life, always learning, always growing, always becoming more. Your mistakes were your teachers, and you were a good student. The lesson is learned, and now you can rest. There's a voice that many of us hear, a harsh voice, a critical voice, a voice that says, "It's all your fault. You should have known better. You should have done differently. You ruined everything." This is the voice of blame. And tonight, we're going to replace it with a different voice. The voice of understanding. The voice of compassion. The voice of kindness. Because blame never helped anyone. Blame doesn't motivate. It paralyzes. Blame doesn't inspire change. It causes shame. And shame keeps us stuck in patterns we don't want to repeat. But understanding is different. Understanding says, "I see why you did that. Given everything you were dealing with, given how you felt, what you knew, what you believed. It makes sense that you made that choice." This isn't excusing bad behavior. This isn't saying it was okay. This is understanding the context, understanding the humanity behind the action. Think about someone else, someone you love. If they came to you with a mistake they made, would you say, "You're terrible, you're awful, you should hate yourself"? Of course not. You'd probably say, "I understand. You were under pressure. You were scared. You didn't know." You'd offer understanding, compassion, forgiveness. So why don't you offer yourself the same? Why do you think you deserve harsher treatment than you'd give anyone else? You don't. You deserve the same kindness, the same understanding, the same compassion that you'd give to anyone you love. So let's practice right now. Think about something you've been blaming yourself for. Now, instead of blame, let's try understanding. Ask yourself, what was I feeling when I did that? Maybe you were scared, angry, hurt, overwhelmed. What was I trying to do? Maybe you were trying to protect yourself, to feel better, to survive, to cope. What did I believe at that time? Maybe you believed you had no other choice, that you deserved it, that it would help. When you look at it through the lens of understanding,
Doesn't it make more sense? Doesn't it become more human, more understandable, more forgivable? You weren't a bad person making bad choices. You were a hurting person trying to stop hurting, or a scared person trying to feel safe, or a confused person trying to figure things out. That's different. That's not blameworthy. That's understandable. And when you understand, you can have compassion. And when you have compassion, you can forgive. And when you forgive, you can heal. And when you heal, you can be free. So, starting tonight, let's make a commitment to replace the voice of blame with the voice of understanding. When that harsh voice says, "You're so stupid," understanding says, "You didn't know, and now you do." When blame says, "You ruined everything," understanding says, "You were doing your best in a difficult situation." When blame says, "You're a bad person," understanding says, "You're a human person who made a human mistake." Can you hear the difference? Can you feel how much gentler it is? How much more it invites healing instead of hiding? This is the voice you deserve to hear. This is the voice that will set you free. Not blame, but understanding. Not judgment, but compassion. Not cruelty, but kindness. So listen for that voice of understanding. And when you hear it, trust it, because it's telling you the truth. You are human. You made mistakes, and you are still worthy of love, of kindness, of peace. Understanding yourself is the path to forgiving yourself, and forgiving yourself is the path to freedom. Replace blame with understanding, and watch how everything changes. Here's a truth that I need you to really hear tonight. You are worthy of love. Not because you're perfect, not because you've never made mistakes, not because you've earned it, but simply because you exist. You are worthy of love just as you are, with all your flaws, with all your mistakes, with all your imperfections. You are worthy. I know this might be hard to believe, because maybe you've spent years believing the opposite, believing that if people really knew you, if they knew what you've done, who you've been, what you've thought, they wouldn't love you. But that's not true. That's fear talking. That's shame talking. That's not truth. The truth is, everyone has done things they're not proud of. Everyone has made mistakes. Everyone has flaws. And everyone is still worthy of love, including you, especially you, because you are trying. You're here right now doing this work of healing, of forgiving, of growing. That alone makes you worthy. The fact that you want to be better, the fact that you're willing to look at your mistakes, the fact that you're brave enough to forgive yourself, that makes you so worthy of love. and not just from others, from yourself. You are worthy of your own love. Not someday when you've fixed everything, not later when you're perfect. Now, as you are, imperfect, growing, trying. You are worthy right now. So I want you to place your hand on your heart again, and I want you to say to yourself, I am worthy of love. Say it, even if you don't believe it yet. I am worthy of love. Not because I'm perfect, but because I'm me, and being me is enough. Feel those words sinking in, past the resistance, past the doubt, into that place inside you that knows it's true. Because deep down, you know that every human being deserves love. And you're a human being. Therefore, you deserve love. It's that simple. You don't have to do anything to deserve it. You don't have to be anything to earn it. You just have to be. And you are. You're here. You're breathing. You exist. And that's enough. Your existence alone makes you worthy of love. From yourself, from others, from life itself. So stop waiting for permission to love yourself. Stop waiting to be perfect, to be good enough, to be deserving. You already are. You've always been. You always will be worthy of love. And tonight, you're claiming that. You're saying, yes, I am worthy. I deserve love. I deserve kindness. I deserve peace. Not because I've earned it, but because I'm alive. And life is precious. And I am life. Therefore, I am precious. Therefore, I am worthy of all the love this world has to offer, starting with my own. So give yourself that gift tonight, the gift of believing in your own worthiness. You are worthy of love, of peace, of joy, of rest. You are worthy just as you are, and you always have been. I am worthy of love. Say it, believe it, live it. You are so worthy. Now, let's talk about forgiving others. This might be the hardest part, because maybe someone hurt you deeply. Maybe someone betrayed you, abandoned you, lied to you. Maybe someone did something that changed your life, and not in a good way. And the thought of forgiving them might feel impossible, or worse, might feel like letting them off the hook. But here's what I need you to understand. Forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness is for you. When you hold on to anger, resentment, bitterness towards someone who hurt you, the only person it's hurting is you. They're probably living their life oblivious to the pain you're still carrying. But you're carrying it every day, like a backpack full of stones. And every time you think about them, you add another stone until you can barely move forward because you're so weighed down by resentment. But here's the thing. You don't have to carry that weight. You can put it down, not for them, but for you.
You can forgive them, not because what they did was okay, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Free from the anger, free from the hurt, free from the constant replay of what they did in your mind. You deserve your peace back, and the only way to get it is through forgiveness. So, how do you forgive someone who hurt you? You start by making a decision. I am choosing to forgive this person. Not because they deserve it, but because I deserve peace. And then you recognize that hurt people hurt people. Whatever they did to you came from their own pain, their own brokenness, their own wounds. That doesn't make it okay, but it makes it understandable. They weren't trying to destroy you. They were trying to survive, to cope, to feel better in the only way they knew how, which happened to hurt you. But it wasn't really about you. It was about them and their pain. Can you see that? Can you separate what they did from who you are? What they did doesn't define you. It defines them. And you don't have to let it control your life, steal your peace, determine your happiness. You can choose to release them, to cut the cord that's been binding you to that pain. Imagine that there's a rope connecting you to this person, to this hurt, and you're holding one end. They're holding the other. Or maybe they've already let go, but you're still holding on to the anger, to the hurt, to the need for them to apologize or acknowledge or change. But what if they never do? Are you going to hold on forever? Are you going to let your peace depend on them? No. Tonight, you're taking your power back by cutting that cord, by letting go of the rope, by saying, I release you. I release you from the hold you have on my heart. I release me from the prison of this resentment. I forgive you, not because you deserve it, but because I deserve to be free. And as you say those words, imagine cutting that cord, dropping that rope, watching them float away, not with anger, not with bitterness, but with peace, with release. You're not saying what they did was okay. You're saying, I'm no longer giving you my peace. I'm no longer letting what you did define my life. I'm taking my power back. I'm taking my peace back. I'm taking my life back. Through forgiveness. And it feels like dropping 1,000 pounds. Like finally being able to breathe. Like walking out of a prison you've been in for years. This is the freedom that forgiveness brings. Not for them, but for you. Your freedom, your peace, your life. Forgive them and be free. Anger. It's such a seductive emotion, isn't it? It makes us feel powerful, righteous, protected. When someone hurts us, anger feels like the right response. It feels like we're standing up for ourselves. But here's what we don't realize. Anger doesn't protect us. It imprisons us. Every time we hold on to anger, we're creating a cord, an energetic connection between us and the person who hurt us.
And that cord keeps us tied to them, to that moment, to that pain, forever. Or until we choose to cut it. Tonight, we're cutting those cords, all of them. Every cord of anger, every rope of resentment, every chain of bitterness. We're cutting them and setting ourselves free. Because you know what? The person you're angry at, they're not on the other end of that cord, suffering. You are. You're the one feeding energy into that anger. You're the one replaying the scenario over and over. You're the one losing sleep, losing peace, losing joy. They're fine, but you're not. And that's not fair. So let's change that right now. Think about someone you're angry at. Really angry. Deep anger. Maybe it's someone from your recent past, or maybe it's someone from years ago. Doesn't matter. If you're still angry, the cord is still there. Now, imagine that you can see this cord. It's connecting your heart to theirs, or maybe it's connecting your heart to the memory of what happened. This cord is made of anger. It's red. It's pulsing. It's draining your energy. Every moment that cord exists is a moment you're giving your power to that anger. But not anymore. Tonight, you're taking your power back. Imagine now that you have scissors, or a sword, or just your intention, and you're going to cut that cord. Not with more anger, but with love. Love for yourself. Love for your peace. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, cut the cord. Watch it fall away, dissolve, disappear. And as it does, feel the energy that was being drained by that anger coming back to you. Feel yourself filling up with your own power, your own peace, your own light. The anger that was living in your heart is being replaced by peace, by freedom, by space for better things, better feelings, better experiences. Do you feel it? That lightness, that relief? That's what happens when you cut the cords of anger. You get yourself back. You get your energy back. You get your peace back. And here's the beautiful thing. You can do this for every person you're angry at. One by one, cut the cords. Set yourself free. Because holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't work that way. The only person it hurts is you. So stop. Stop hurting yourself with your own anger. Let it go. Cut the cords. Be free. You don't have to forgive them all at once. You don't have to forget what happened. You just have to stop letting it control you. Stop feeding energy into that anger. Stop giving them your power, your peace, your joy. Take it back, all of it, by cutting the cords of anger and replacing them with cords of peace. Cords that connect you to yourself, to your own heart, to your own power. This is freedom. This is taking your life back. This is saying, I refuse to let anger rule my life anymore. Cut the cords and be free. You deserve it. Here's something truly liberating. Other people's actions don't have to determine your happiness.
I know this might sound impossible, because maybe you've spent your whole life believing that how you feel depends on how others treat you. If they're kind, you're happy. If they're cruel, you're miserable. If they love you, you feel worthy. If they reject you, you feel worthless. But here's the truth: that's giving away your power. That's making other people the authors of your emotional state, and you just a character in their story. But that's not how it has to be. You can choose different. You can decide that your happiness is not dependent on anyone else, not on their approval, not on their love, not on their treatment. Your happiness is an inside job. It comes from you, from your choice, from your decision to be at peace regardless of what others do. This doesn't mean you don't feel hurt when someone hurts you. You're human, of course you feel. But it means that hurt doesn't have to define you. You can feel it, acknowledge it, and then let it go. You can say, "That hurt, but it doesn't determine my worth. That was painful, but I still choose peace. They did that, but I'm still okay." This is power, real power. Not the power to control others, but the power to control your own state, your own peace, your own happiness. And it starts with a decision. I will not allow others to control how I feel. I will not give them that power. My peace is mine and mine alone. Think about how liberating this is. It means you don't have to wait for someone to apologize for you to be happy. You don't have to wait for them to change for you to have peace. You don't have to wait for anything external to align before you can feel good. You can feel good right now simply because you choose to. This doesn't mean you become a doormat. This doesn't mean you let people treat you badly. Boundaries are still important. Protecting yourself is still necessary. But it means even when you have to set those boundaries, even when you have to walk away from people, you can do it from a place of peace, not from a place of their actions controlling your emotions. You can say, "I'm choosing to leave not because you made me unhappy, but because I'm choosing my own peace. And staying here isn't aligned with that choice." Do you see the difference? In one scenario, they have the power. They made you leave. In the other scenario, you have the power. You're choosing what's best for you. That's freedom. That's taking back your power over your own emotional state. So tonight, let's make that decision. I will no longer allow what others do to determine how I feel. I will no longer give them that much power over my inner state. My happiness is my responsibility, my choice, my power. And I'm taking it back right now. Feel that sinking in. You're not at the mercy of how others treat you. You're in control of how you respond. You're the author of your own emotional story. And starting tonight, you're writing a story of peace, regardless of what anyone else does or doesn't do.
This is true freedom. This is real power. The power over yourself. And that's the only power that truly matters. Now comes a beautiful practice, one that might feel strange at first, but it's incredibly powerful for your own healing. Wishing well to those who hurt you. I know this might sound crazy. Why would you wish well to someone who caused you pain? But here's why. When you wish someone well, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it to complete your own release. You're doing it to demonstrate to yourself that they no longer have any hold over you. You're doing it to prove that you've truly let go. Think about it. If you're still wishing bad things on someone, you're still energetically connected to them. You're still thinking about them, still giving them your energy, your attention, your power. But when you can genuinely wish them well and walk away in peace, that's when you know you're truly free. So let's try this. Think about someone who hurt you, someone you've been working to forgive. And now, I want you to send them a wish, not out loud, just in your mind, in your heart. I wish you healing. I wish you peace. I wish you growth. I wish you happiness. Not because I want to be in your life, not because I approve of what you did, but because I'm choosing to be free. And wishing you well is how I know I'm free. Can you feel how different this is from wishing them harm? When you wish someone harm, you're still in the fight. You're still engaged, still bitter, still attached. But when you wish them well, you're saying, I'm done. I'm moving on. What you do with your life is your business. And I wish you well as I walk away into my own life. This doesn't mean you invite them back. This doesn't mean you trust them again. This doesn't mean you forget what happened. You can wish someone well from a distance. You can send them love while maintaining strong boundaries. In fact, that's exactly what you should do. Wish them well and walk away in peace. Not in anger, not in bitterness, but in peaceful, dignified closure. I release you to your own journey. I wish you well on that journey. And I'm walking away into my own in peace. This is maturity. This is healing. This is freedom. And it's available to you right now. You don't have to wait until you feel ready. You can decide right now. I'm going to wish them well and walk away in peace. And in that decision, something shifts inside you. A knot unties, a weight lifts, a door closes, and you're free. Free to move forward without that person, without that pain, without that chapter holding you back. You've completed it by wishing them well and walking away in peace. Not because they deserve your well wishes, but because you deserve your freedom. And this is how you claim it. I wish you well. Goodbye. I'm walking away now in peace. And then you turn and you walk toward your future, light, free, at peace,
leaving them and all the pain behind you. This is closure. This is completion. This is freedom. Wish them well and walk away in peace. Feel your heart right now. Place your hand on your chest and just feel. Can you sense it? How much more space there is? After all this work we've done tonight, all the releasing, all the forgiving, all the letting go, your heart is more spacious now, wider, lighter, more open. All that resentment that was taking up space, gone. All that anger that was weighing you down, released. All that bitterness that was closing you off, let go. And in its place, there's space, beautiful, open, light, space. This is what a healed heart feels like. Not perfect, not without scars, but open. Open to love, open to joy, open to peace, open to life. For so long, maybe your heart has been closed to protect itself from more pain. Closed because it's been hurt before, and closing seemed like the safe thing to do. But a closed heart can't receive. It can't receive love. It can't receive joy. It can't receive all the beautiful things life wants to give you. But tonight, your heart is opening. Opening because you've cleared out the old pain. Opening because you've forgiven yourself and others. Opening because you're ready to live again, to love again, to feel again, without all that old weight pulling you down. Can you feel it? This lightness in your chest. It's not emptiness, it's spaciousness. There's a difference. Emptiness feels hollow, sad, lonely, but spaciousness feels open, light, free. Your heart is spacious now, and in that space, new things can grow. New love, new joy, new peace, new experiences that aren't weighed down by the past. This is what healing feels like. Not the absence of all pain, but the presence of space where that pain used to be. And in that space, you can breathe, you can feel, you can live without that constant, heavy feeling that's been with you for so long. Your heart is wide now, wide enough to hold compassion for yourself, forgiveness for others, love for life, all at once. Your heart is light now, light enough to lift you out of the past into the present, where life is actually happening. This is freedom. This is what it feels like to forgive, to let go, to heal. Your heart is no longer a closed fist, holding on to grudges, holding on to pain. Your heart is now an open hand, releasing what's gone, receiving what's new, ready for life in all its beauty. And yes, in all its risk, because an open heart can be hurt again, but it can also love again.
joy again, live again. And that's worth the risk, because the alternative is a closed heart, and a closed heart is a half-lived life. But not you, not anymore. Your heart is wide. Your heart is light. Your heart is open, ready, free. Feel it right now. This beautiful, open, light heart that you've created through the work of forgiveness. This is your gift to yourself, a wide, light, loving heart, free from hate, free from bitterness, free from the weight of the past, just open, light, free. Your heart is ready for what's next. Do you feel it? This incredible lightness that's spreading through your entire being. It's like you just put down the heaviest load you've ever carried. And now you're standing here, light, free, unburdened. This is what letting go feels like. This is what forgiveness does for you. It lightens you physically. You might notice your shoulders are no longer up by your ears. Your jaw is no longer clenched. Your chest is no longer tight. Everything has softened, relaxed, released. Because when you let go emotionally, your body responds. It lets go too. And now you feel light, like you could float away, free, like nothing is holding you back. This lightness, it's not just an absence of weight, it's a presence of freedom. Freedom to be who you really are, without the past defining you, without old hurts limiting you, without resentment controlling you. Just you, pure, light, free, you. Imagine you've been walking your whole life with a heavy coat on. A coat made of all the things we've talked about tonight. Regrets, resentments, grudges, self-blame. And you've worn it for so long that you forgot it was even there. You thought that's just how life feels, heavy. But tonight, you've taken off that coat, and you're remembering, oh, this is what it feels like to be light, to move freely, to breathe easily. This is what life is supposed to feel like, not weighted down by the past, but light in the present. This feeling is your natural state, this lightness, this freedom. This is who you are when you're not carrying all that old pain. And here's the beautiful thing. You can keep this feeling. This doesn't have to be a one-time experience. You can choose every single day to stay light, to stay free, by continuing to let go, by continuing to forgive, by continuing to release what doesn't serve you. This is a practice, not a one-time event, because life will continue to give you opportunities to pick up that heavy coat again. Someone will hurt you, you'll make a mistake, and the temptation will be there to put that coat back on, to carry the weight again. But now you know you don't have to.
You can choose again and again to stay light, to stay free, by letting go quickly, by forgiving immediately, by not holding on to what's meant to pass. This is wisdom to know that lightness is always available, just a decision away, just a breath away, just a forgiveness away. So tonight, commit to this feeling. Commit to staying light. Commit to staying free. Not by avoiding pain, but by not clinging to it. Not by never being hurt, but by forgiving quickly. Not by being perfect, but by being compassionate with yourself. This lightness, this freedom, is your birthright. It's how you're meant to move through life. And now, you've remembered how good it feels. So keep it, protect it, choose it every day. Choose lightness over heaviness. Choose freedom over bondage. Choose forgiveness over resentment. And you'll stay light, free, alive. This is your life now, light and free. Your mind, it's been through so much tonight, so much processing, so much releasing, so much healing. And now it needs something. It needs to be cleansed, refreshed, renewed. Think of your mind like a room. For so long, it's been filled with old furniture, old memories that don't serve you, old beliefs that hold you back, old patterns that keep you stuck. But tonight, we've been clearing it out, piece by piece. We've been removing the old, the heavy, the outdated. And now, your mind is like an empty room, clean, clear, spacious. And into this clean space, new light can enter. The light of new thoughts, new beliefs, new possibilities. The light of a fresh start. Imagine that your mind is being washed right now by pure, clear, cleansing light. This light is flowing through every corner, every crevice, washing away any remaining traces of guilt, traces of shame, traces of resentment, washing them away completely, leaving your mind fresh, clean, pure, like freshly fallen snow, like a blank canvas, like a new day. Your mind is ready now, ready for new thoughts, thoughts of self-love, instead of self-blame, thoughts of possibility, instead of limitation, thoughts of freedom. Instead of bondage, your mind is cleansed. And into this cleansed space, you can invite whatever you want. To think about whatever you want. To focus on whatever you want to create. Because when your mind is full of the past, there's no room for the future. But now there's room, so much room, for dreams, for hopes, for new beginnings. Your mind is like fertile soil now, ready to grow whatever seeds you plant. So what will you plant? Seeds of love? Seeds of peace? seeds of joy, seeds of possibility, seeds of growth, seeds of abundance. Whatever you choose, your cleansed mind is ready, ready to receive, ready to grow, ready to create a new life based on new thoughts, not the old thoughts that kept you stuck in the past, but new thoughts that propel you into the future. This is the gift of a cleansed mind. This is what happens when you let go of old patterns. You create space for new ones, and those new patterns can be anything. You choose them to be. So choose wisely, choose lovingly, choose powerfully. Your mind is cleansed now, ready for the light of a new day, ready for the thoughts of a new you, ready for the life you're creating, starting tomorrow, starting right now. Your mind is fresh. Your mind is clean. Your mind is ready for all the new light you're about to let in. Place your hand on your heart one more time and feel it beating. This life that's yours, this beautiful, imperfect, precious life. And now, say these words with me to yourself. I love myself, not someday when I'm better, not later when I've fixed everything. Now, as I am, I love myself. All of me. The parts I'm proud of and the parts I'm working on. The good choices I've made and the mistakes I've learned from. All of it. All of me. I love myself. And I accept myself. I accept that I'm human. I accept that I'm imperfect. I accept that I'm a work in progress. And I accept that that's okay. More than okay. It's perfect. Because growth requires imperfection. Learning requires mistakes. And becoming requires not already being. So I accept myself exactly as I am in this moment. Not with resignation, but with love. Not with criticism, but with compassion. Not with judgment, but with gentleness. I love myself. I accept myself. These aren't just words. These are declarations. Declarations of freedom from self-hatred. Declarations of peace with who you are. Declarations of commitment to treating yourself with kindness. I love myself. I accept myself. No matter what I did, no matter what was done to me, no matter what I'm going through, I love myself. I accept myself. This is the foundation of everything else. Because if you don't love yourself, accept yourself, everything else is built on sand. But when you do love yourself, accept yourself, everything else has solid ground. Your relationships improve because you're no longer looking for someone else to validate you. Your work improves because you're no longer afraid of failure. Your life improves because you're no longer at war with yourself. Self-love, self-acceptance, these aren't selfish. These are essential. You can't give what you don't have. You can't love others if you don't love yourself. You can't accept others if you don't accept yourself. So it starts here, with you, loving you, accepting you just as you are, not waiting for permission, not waiting for perfection, just deciding, right now, I love myself, I accept myself, and I commit to treating myself the way I would treat someone I deeply love, with kindness, with patience, with forgiveness, with care. This is the most important relationship you'll ever have, the relationship with yourself. And starting tonight, it's a relationship based on love and acceptance. I love myself. I accept myself. Say it, feel it, believe it. You are worthy of your own love. You are deserving of your own acceptance, just as you are, right now. I love myself. I accept myself. Tonight, as you drift off to sleep, I want you to go to sleep with a smile on your face and a forgiving heart in your chest. Can you do that? Can you let a gentle smile form on your lips right now? Not a big smile, just a soft one. A smile that says, I'm at peace. A smile that says, I've let go. A smile that says, I'm free. This smile, it's not about being happy about everything. It's about being at peace with everything. There's a difference. Happy requires everything to be perfect. But peace can exist even when things aren't perfect. And tonight, you have peace because you've done the work. You've forgiven yourself, others. You've let go of the past. You've chosen freedom. And that's reason enough to smile as you fall asleep. Let that smile be the last thing your face does before sleep takes you. And let your heart, your beautiful, forgiving heart, be full, not of resentment, but of compassion. Compassion for yourself, for your journey. Compassion for others, for their journey. Compassion for life itself, for all its beauty and all its pain. Your heart is a forgiving heart now. It doesn't hold grudges. It doesn't cling to hurt. It feels. It acknowledges. It processes. And then it releases. This is wisdom. This is maturity. This is freedom. And you can sleep with this heart, knowing that you're not carrying the weight of unforgiveness into your dreams. Your dreams tonight will be lighter because your heart is lighter. Your sleep tonight will be deeper because you're not tossing and turning with resentment. Your rest tonight will be more complete because you've completed the work of forgiveness. So as you feel sleep approaching, let that smile stay on your face. Let it relax there, soft and gentle. A reminder to yourself, I'm at peace. And let your heart rest easy
knowing that it's free. Free from the burden of carrying old pain. Free to love. Free to feel. Free to live tomorrow. When you wake up, this smile, this forgiving heart, they'll still be there. Because tonight, you've changed. You've transformed from someone carrying the past to someone free in the present. That's worth smiling about. That's worth celebrating. So smile now as you drift into sleep. Smile because you did it. You forgave. You let go. You freed yourself. And your heart, your beautiful, forgiving heart, is at peace. Finally, at peace. Sleep now with your smile and your forgiving heart. Sleep peacefully. Sleep deeply. Sleep freely. You've earned it. And now we come to the end of this journey, but also to a beginning, the beginning of your new life, free from the past. And I want to leave you with this truth. The past is over. It's done. It's gone. It's finished. Whatever happened, however it hurt, whatever you did, it's over. It exists now only as memory, and memories only have the power you give them. And tonight, you're choosing to give them no power at all. The past is over, and what remains? Peace. Beautiful, hard-won, precious peace. This peace isn't the absence of having a past. We all have a past. This peace is the presence of acceptance, of forgiveness, of letting go. This peace is what happens when you stop fighting with what was and start embracing what is right now, in this moment. The past is over, and only peace remains. Feel it, this peace. It's in your chest, it's in your mind, it's in your whole being. It's the peace of completion, the peace of forgiveness, the peace of freedom. And it's yours forever, unless you choose to give it away. But why would you? Why would you choose to pick up what you've worked so hard to put down? You wouldn't, because you know now that peace is more valuable than being right. That freedom is more important than holding grudges. That love is stronger than resentment. You know these things now, not just in your head, but in your heart, because you've experienced the liberation of letting go. So carry this peace with you into tomorrow, into next week, into the rest of your life. The past is over. Only peace remains. This is your mantra, your reminder, your truth. Whenever the past tries to pull you back, when old hurt tries to resurface, whenever you're tempted to pick up that old burden, remember, the past is over. Only peace remains. You've done the work. You've forgiven. You've let go. And now, you're free. Free to live in the present. Free to create the future. Free to be who you're meant to be.
without the weight of who you were. The past is over. Only peace remains. And in this peace, you can rest.
You can sleep deeply, peacefully, completely, because there's nothing to carry anymore, nothing to worry about, nothing to regret, nothing to resent. Only peace, pure, simple, beautiful peace. So sleep now, dear one. Sleep with peace in your heart. Sleep with forgiveness in your soul. Sleep with freedom in your spirit. The past is over. You are free, and only peace remains. Good night, beautiful soul. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Sleep freely. The past is over, and you are at peace.